Hey guys, I decided I was going to start making videos again on my laptop because I don't think I'm going to get a USB microphone anytime soon. It seems like every time I go out somewhere to try to get one, I just forget that, it's not something that's really been on my mind, so I keep forgetting, so I'm going to use my laptop. Okay, I'm making this video as an open letter to my counselor at the Methadone Clinic. I had my last session with her on Friday morning, and in a roundabout way, I sort of expressed, I expressed frustration in the fact that I hear people in line at the clinic saying they're there for their Lortab addiction and their Vicodin addiction, and I said these words. I said, I'm like, do they not know they traded a monkey for a gorilla in coming to the Methadone Clinic? And I was met with, like, complete opposition from my counselor. She's like, no, 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 Leslie, they're the same exact thing. And, yeah, they're both opiates slash opioids, but they're completely different. And I tried to express this to her, but she just kept, cutting me off at every turn. But she wouldn't, I was trying to spit out facts, and when she would, rebuke me, she wouldn't give any facts. She'd just say, no, 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 it's the same thing, blah, 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 and I don't know, to do that and to not let me speak, I understand that maybe as a counselor it's her job to sort of tell us, no, it's the same thing, don't, say no, she could have said, no, it's addiction, don't think that way, don't worry about it, it's not your place to worry about it, but instead of saying those things, she basically undermined my intelligence, undermined my own personal research, and sort of tried to make me feel like an idiot. When anybody with half a brain, anybody who knows anything about opiates will tell you, if you were on Loratab and you switched to methadone, that's not the smartest move you could make. I mean, when you compare the two, methadone is a very strong painkiller in comparison to Loratab, and there wouldn't be so many deaths on the street from methadone if things like methadone and Loratab and Vicodin were the same things. And it just sort of, it didn't really make me angry when she, was trying to rebuke everything I said. It just sort of like set, kind of threw me off kilter because I was just like, wait, what, really? Like, am I really being told this by someone who is supposedly educated? Who has definitely way more education than me, I was trying to figure out, is this just some kind of like counselor rhetoric she's giving me, or is this truly her educated opinion? And I think that when we come to form opinions on things, we should form them based on a few things, and two of those things are education or research or study, and the other is experience. I have both of those things, and she just has one, and apparently not even that much of one. If I don't know, I don't want to try to insult, but to say that methadone and Loratab is the same thing, like that statement is so false. Just I think like 7 milligrams of Loratab is equal to like 20 milligrams of methadone. And that doesn't really, that sounds sort of rational, but you really have to get in the, the distribution of the compounds and the distribution of the compounds metabolically and pharmacokinetically, because methadone is such a different substance. Yeah, it is an opiate. It's a synthetic opioid, but the way it works in your body is so very, very different. And hydrocodone is a very short-lived opiate and can be withdrew from relatively easily in comparison to other opiate withdrawal. I didn't say that it was easy to withdraw from Lortabs. I said that Lortab withdrawal in comparison to other opiate withdrawal is relatively easy. So I don't know, I just felt like, and that situation has caused me some, has caused me to have some thoughts about maybe switching counselors, because if I can't express my opinion and my views without being treated as if I have no idea what I'm talking about, then the rest of my quote-unquote treatment is not going to go very smoothly. So I'm really, really, really considering maybe putting in a form to switch counselors. But then comes the drama of seeing my old counselor, her potentially asking or wondering why I wanted to switch counselors. But I'm a very outspoken person, but even if I disagree with somebody, I will respect them to a point, and she is an authority figure. She is someone who deserves my respect, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, are you fucking stupid? You know, but also, I don't want to continuously try to argue with her because that's also disrespectful. So I think I'm just going to put in a request to change counselors because it's not necessarily this specific situation, even though this specific situation has baffled me. It's also the fact that I don't feel as if I can speak my opinion and talk about my views, and not even necessarily my views, but things that I know. I know that methadone is stronger than Lortab. I know that using methadone to come off Lortab is not a good idea. I know that you're trading a a smaller addiction for a much more powerful one. Yes, they're both still addictions, but to trade Lortab for methadone, like I said, is trading a monkey for a gorilla. You got a monkey on your back with the Lortab, with the methadone, you got a gorilla on your back. It's going to be a hell of a lot harder to get that one off. And if I can't voice my opinion that I think it's crazy that the methadone program accepts these people instead of referring them to some other kind of treatment program, like a Suboxone treatment program, for example. If I can express that opinion, what other opinion can I express? And I, in turn, can't really be myself in front of her. And that poses a real issue, and it's really detrimental to the whole treatment and counseling process if I feel like I can't be myself and express myself in front of this person. So, I don't know. I really am not sure. I would like to submit a request for a new counselor. But like I said, I'm a pretty non-confrontational person. I like, my business to be my business. I don't want any confrontation. My reasoning for wanting a new counselor is no one's business. It's not even her business. And I don't want there to be, any questions asked. I just don't want any confrontation because of it. And chances are there won't be, but I don't really know how that goes. I've never, switched counselors, so I don't know if I have to tell her my reasoning behind it, or I don't know how it goes. So if anybody's in the methadone program and you've switched counselors because of a situation between you and your counselor, let me know what it's like. Because I know people switch counselors because their counselor got fired or quit or whatever, but, what about a situation between, like a personal situation? Anyway, that's my gripe. I'm at 9 minutes and 40 seconds, so I'm gonna go. That's about it.